Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and today I have a different kind of video for you. I'm really exploring more of my Shop My Stash. I really want to use the things I have in my collection and I want to be excited about new makeup too, but instead of buying everything that comes out, I really want to see how I can use what I have in my collection that is similar to or inspired by a new release. So today I'm going to be bringing you one of the people that really inspired this whole thing, and that is Samantha March. She released a collection with Ofra Cosmetics recently, her mini, what is it, Life's a Draft collection, and I really loved it. I set an alarm. I was going to buy the PR box. I was really excited, and the more I looked at the palette, the more I realized that looks familiar. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a look inspired by the Mini Mix face palette, the Mini Mix Life's a Draft face palette by Ofra Cosmetics. And I'm just going to use the things that I have in my collection that I feel are super close to the collection. And I've already spent the money on these products. And while I do enjoy supporting Samantha March, I watch her videos. She is an author and I've read the first of her The Six series and I enjoyed it. I need to catch up, I'm so behind. But I know that there are other ways that I could support her other than buying more makeup into my collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what I have that is inspired by what she has created with Ofra. Now, when I do this, I'm showing you what I have, and that doesn't mean that you need to go out and buy all of these. They're not dupes. The collection that she created with Ofra is actually really affordable. It is an 8-pan eyeshadow plus 3 pans of face products for $39. I've only used Ofra once. I think it was a Rodeo Drive highlighter, and it was really good. I can't really remember the quality. It's been so long since I've had it, but I would totally buy it if I already didn't have so many products in my collection right now. So what I'm going to do is I have in front of me some products that I feel are very similar to what she has created, and instead of me spending the money on things that I don't really need, I can support her in other ways. I can like and share her videos. I can read and share links to her books, and I'll have her channel linked down below in case you're not familiar with her. And yeah, I wanna do a look inspired by the palette because what she created is really pretty, but I already have those things. So let's go ahead and get started and put on some makeup inspired by Samantha March. I'm going to start today with my face, and she has created 3 face pans for this palette. A warm deep rose blush called 6, a highlighter that is a neutral pink champagne called Dream Chaser, and a light neutral mocha bronzer in the shade Key, or that's called Key. And I've already done bronzer today. I just am trying to use up my Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation. So I did that for contour and bronzer. So I'm skipping that. But I do want to do a little bit of blush. And I have this shade from Tarte. It's the Party Blush. I figure from the pictures it looks about close enough. But I think it looked like it was a little bit on the shimmery side. So I have a blush topper to go over top of that. So I'm just going to put some of this on my cheeks, and it's a beautiful palette and a beautiful color, and I really was so inspired by it. And it's an affordable palette, but again, I've already spent money on these products and I can support Samantha in other ways. I can like and share her content. I can read her books. She is a published author. She also has a podcast, and she does a lot. So, you know, there are always multiple ways that you can support your favorite creators other than buying their merch if that's not something that you can afford to do or something that you choose not to do. So anyway, So I'm also going to go into, I have this Cover FX blush highlighter palette. It's the Perfect Highlighting Palette, and this is kind of a shimmery, it's very intense, and I think this one is the shade Blossom. And I'm just going to go over top of my blush with the same brush and just do a little bit, add a little bit of that shimmer to it. Now again, I can't exactly dupe anything. I'm just going by the images online, the swatches, and the descriptions that I have available to me to the best I can. This is not a dupe video. This is just an inspired by. So the next thing is highlight. And in the palette is Dream Chaser, which is a neutral pink champagne. And I think I have that in this shade right here. This is the Cover FX, and I think this is Celestial. I think it's Celestial. I don't know. I think it's Celestial. And it seems to be that similar kind of peachy, or I'm sorry, pink champagne color. And I think it's pretty close. So that's what I'm going to use for my highlight today. It's really pretty, kind of subtle, and that's fine too. But it's very, very much a natural skin glow, and I like it. I'm just piling all the glow on. See, very nice shine. All right, so face done. Now onto the eyes. I've already primed my eyes because I did want to have some of my blush up a little bit higher. I've been kind of liking that look a little bit more lately, so I went ahead and I put my eyeshadow primer on first. That way I could blend the blush into it and not have to put my blush on and then disrupt the blush with the primer. So I'm using my Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm almost done with it. It should be out of my videos here soon, so we're keeping on to that. All right, so next, let me show you the palettes that I have chosen to kind of what really inspired this. So I have my ColourPop. It's my Pleasure palette, and it looks like this. And her palette is supposed to be a purples palette, but if you look at it, there's not really any true purple, and I am a purple fan, so it just wasn't purple enough to draw me in. I also have this Ooh La La palette from ColourPop. Ooh, let's focus there. And I felt that even this one was just slightly more purple. So I have both of these palettes to choose from today. Let me see if I can figure out how to hold them up. Okay, I have both of these palettes today to choose from. And that's what we're gonna do. ColourPop still has these on their website. They are very inexpensive. I think they're about $12 each. They often go on sale. You can often find a $5 off coupon code from any of your favorite YouTubers. Just look around for a code and you'll find one. I think Samantha has one too. So there's another way you can, when you're ordering makeup from a website, go and check your favorite YouTubers' content and go check around and search their channels for a code, because that will help them as well. So I'm going to pause, I'm going to choose some colors, and then we'll put on some eyeshadow. All right, here is eye number one. I went ahead and swatched a bunch of my things. I found some swatches that I think are pretty close. Of course, this is super duper awkward. The only color that I couldn't really swatch or get anything similar from was the shade Cherry. Both of these are either purple or pink. There's no red, and Cherry is definitely, well, I can't say definitely, but Cherry is supposed to be more of a red terracotta color. Pink terracotta, I think, is how it's described. But let's do this look. So my eyes are primed, and I'm going to start with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to take the shade Pretty Cruel down here. And I think I'm going to have to pop up on the screen what this is supposed to be inspired by, the shade is inspired by, because I don't have the Samantha March palette in front of me to tell you. But I'm going to put this in the crease here. Again, I'm using my Milani eyeshadow primer potion. Why do I keep wanting to say Milani eyeshadow primer potion? Oh my goodness. But I'm just going to put this in the crease here. As you can see, it's supposed to have a, well, it does have a gold shimmer in it, but as I'm blending it in the crease here, that gold shimmer is not staying. I think I saw someone say that sometimes they put those gold shimmers in there to help the blendability of an eyeshadow. I don't know how much of that is true, but I think I heard that. So next I'm going to take this shade Bare Minimum down here. It's a really beautiful berry purple, and I've already sprayed my brush. I may need to spray it again. We will see here in just a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spray it again, but I'm gonna put this all over the lid. I'm just using my Urban Decay tiny little travel size bottle. So using it up, moving it out. I'm gonna put this all over the lid here, and then I'll blend that out. Hopefully I'm in focus because I cannot see. But this is where we are. But yeah, I swatched the pictures. I swatched the shadows based on, and I chose the colors to use today based on the swatches that I could find. And I'm just going back in and blending out this edge because I think I put a little too much liquid on that brush there, but that's okay. Just blend and get it together. I'm really trying to get super close to this lash line because I'm not doing eyeliner today, so I'm just gonna let that blend out. Blend out and up. I also went through my stash and I pulled out some of my lip glosses because she also, with this second collection, she curated a trio of lip glosses, and I, turns out, have some of those similar shades in my Buxom collection. So we're going to do that today because I have it, it's inspired by, and that's the point. So I'm just going back in with Pretty Cruel to blend out this harsh line from where that wet shadow was on the eyelid there, and just blending it up towards the brow bone here, trying to mimic the shape. I'm trying to get better at doing one and then the other. It's a work in progress. We're learning here. So now what I'm going to do is I have a fluffy brush and I'm going into the Ooh La La palette, and I'm going to grab this shade here, Soft Core, and I'm just going to use a little bit of that, tap it off of my finger here, a little bit of that to kind of brighten up and add some more pink tones to that, clean up some of that brown tone there. All right, I like that. I really love the way that berries and pinks and reds look with green and hazel eyes. I think it just looks really pretty. So now I'm going to take my eyeliner, and I found in my collection the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Love Drug. This was part of the Naked Cherry collection. I bought myself the Vault as a birthday gift, and I love this color. So again, I choose to do my eyeliner first because it's easier for me to set the eyeliner and not worry about this kind of a mess on the bottom. That's just how I get around it. I find it helpful, so maybe you might too. All right, so now I'm going to take that same brush here, the one that I've been using all over my lid, and I'm going into this shade Caddy down at the bottom. Or no, I'm sorry, it's not Caddy. This is Sleeper. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to use that to set my liner here and just make that shape here. I'm just going to brush that up and out and meet that in the corner. I think I might need to grab some more of that Bare Minimum though. Really pack on the shine. Let's do it. All right. Just gonna pull this underneath here. All right, we've got some of that sleeper underneath to kind of set that eyeliner. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into this little fluffy brush. It's a fluffy C-shaped brush. And I'm just gonna blend, soften the edge there just a little bit. And I'm gonna go back into soft core to grab some of that pink shadow, tapping off the excess. I don't want too much there. Just gonna blend that out and soften that up just a little bit. So for the inner corner today, I have a pencil brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Earth Shine, which is the center shade. And I can't remember what that one is supposed to mimic. And this one is definitely a chunkier, chunkier formula, chunkier mix blend. I'm not sure how we want to call it. But you can see, hopefully you can see this really pretty blue shift it has going on here. Oops, let's match it up. I think I brought it down just a little too far. Let's even it out. So I don't know if you can see, but it does have some blue. It's not really showing up here. But there is a little bit of a blue lavender shift in there. That's really, really lovely. Have I been out of focus this whole time? Okay. I think we're about even. I'm gonna check my blending, put on some mascara, be right back. All right, I went ahead and I put on a lip gloss, but let me go ahead and show you what I duped out. So for the first lip gloss I have duped out is the shade Millie. She did create this with her first collaboration. It looks like this. And for my dupe in my collection, I have the shade Dominique by Buxom. And it looks like this. It is pretty much the same thing. So that's what I have. Next up, to dupe out the shade Queen, which looks like this. It's described as a peachy copper nude. I have this shade by Buxom. This one is in my Project Pan. This is the shade Autumn, and it has some really pretty like rose gold and copper flecks in it, and it's the thing that I had that was closest in my collection. And the last color that I actually have on my lips, sorry, I keep looking down to my notes here. The last color that I have is the shade Peony right here, which is described as a shimmering pink rose. And the one that I have on my lips that I feel is pretty darn close is this teeny tiny sample here in the shade Celeste. It's got kind of like a silvery shimmer in it, and it's so tiny, but this is in the shade Celeste. And I think I did a pretty good job of duping those out in what I already own. But if you don't have any of those things and those appeal to you, it's a pretty good price. The PR box is sold out on the Ofra website. The lip gloss trio is $29, and the Life's a Draft eye and face palette is $39. You can also use code Samantha or any of your other favorite YouTubers that have an Ofra code for 20% off, which is a pretty good deal. So yeah, if you like those and those appeal to you and you don't have anything like that in your collection, I think you'd get a lot of really good use out of it. They are neutrals with a little bit of a purple twist to them, and red, well, with the copper color. And I think you would be able to get a lot of good use out of it if that is a collection that appeals to you and you don't have anything like that and you want it, or if you just want it. I'm not judging. I mean, you should see my collection. It's a lot. But that's all for me today. I hope you enjoyed this look. I hope you enjoy this concept. I have quite a few more ideas. Let me know down below if this is something that seems like it might be interesting to you. There are some things that I'm not going to be able to actually dupe out, but are inspired by. That is the whole point. The whole point is to see what is out there and to see what maybe we have in our own collections that could either create similar or the same results. Now, formulas all work very differently, and you know, what you like is what you like, and what I like is what I like, and that's okay too. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see me do that's inspired by something else. I have a couple of ideas in mind, but I'm always open to more suggestions. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you are not already subscribed, I would really appreciate it. You're always welcome here. And yeah, thanks so much. And until next time.